What's this we?
I'm anticipating that to be fairly difficult. I don't know. The
Chaz says we have to put that together, but it's more of a Chaz job there.
Well, see, probably what's got me worried is, see that, how that is?
Yeah. You're gonna heat it up.
No, I can't do that.
Me, that was me. But look at this drive shaft. Also looks like glass. I can see my reflection in it.
I mean, we can put it in right now if you like. It's easier with two people.
Let's do it.
Alright.
You're good?
See, there's...
It's a long fitting. Does that stay in there like that?
We've got to figure out how this is going to go to... Not like that.
There it goes. There it goes. There she goes. Okay, that's it.
Okay, he's up.
Who needs a press when you got this huge vise? Barely put the whole car in here.
Probably.
So we need my little one is this
A little further.
Yeah.
Looks like we got it.
Yeah, boy.
Okay. I'll take it.
Yeah.
Socket.
Take what we can.
I hate these. Dang. Especially the little ones.
What's the difference, little or big?
The big ones have got all kind of room. You can push it.
Oh yeah, I guess.
Just, yeah, I think you're too low on the socket.
Yep. There we go. Good?
Try it. Igor, can you get in there?
Probably not.
Probably not. I do okay. I'm about
The
the same
steering
size.
wheel is so big. I mean, yeah, once I'm in here, I'm trapped.
You can actually do it.
I can actually drive.
Yeah, once you're in there.
If somebody hits me right here, well, the door, so it's gonna be tight.
See, in the old days, the steering wheels were up like this.
Why did they make them so big?
Because there's no power steering and just the old attitude. Steering wheels used to be bigger than that, you know, in the 30s they were out here, you know. Okay.
Yeah, make sure you get good footage of this.
Okay.
This is the engine that was separate, but it came out of that car originally. This is the one we had to lift, remember?
You had to lift.
Yeah, we all did, kind of. So Chaz went ahead and took it all apart. Chaz, take over.
Yeah, this is the first time I've ever disassembled a 1.3 BMC engine. It was interesting. Certainly is cute, isn't it?
Yeah, where's the rest of the engine?
Yeah, that's not the starter motor, that's
Where's
the
the
engine.
other cylinders go?
That's it. Yeah. Okay, I left it all out just for you, for video sake. You might be interested. This is the tools that it took.
That's all the tools you had to
That's
use?
every tool that it took to do this,
Wow.
including the accessories. Okay, the accessories were on this as well. Everything's in this box, except for these pieces.
Yeah. Now you said there was a fail point.
This is, yeah. I figured out what happened probably. I think they parked it because it was knocking. You'll find this amazing. This is number 4. Look at that.
Shaped like an egg.
Look at that.
Yeah, what? That'll knock.
But it's, normally it's top and the bottom.
Yeah.
Because that's the load. This is stretched out this way. How can that be? That means this rod bolt must be bent.
Yeah.
But look at that. It's just horrendous.
Crazy.
Now, wait a minute. It's
So you said you know how that happened?
well, I have a theory on it. What I think happened was it spun this bearing. This rod bearing spun.
Yeah.
Do we need to explain what spinning a bearing is?
Yes.
Okay. This is a rod bearing insert. This is a rod with the cap. It comes apart like this.
So you're saying not this bearing spun, but the one before this, and someone replaced it, right?
Yeah, that's what I think happened. Was they spun a bearing, and then they went and got a new crank, because that crank is sweet. It's in mint condition and it's all standard. I've measured it. These are standard. They've not been resized. See, isn't that a nice piece?
Yeah.
And there's the one that was repaired.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's not been spun. That's not been resized.
Yeah.
So they went and got a new crank is probably what happened. Let's do this. And what they didn't do was go and get a new connecting rod. They reused the old rod.
So you spend the money on the crank, but you don't use the rod.
Yeah, they went and bought a crank, put it all together, and it knocks still.
Yeah.
And they freaked out and parked it. That's what I think happened. I kind of wish I had pounded that together, but we'll get it.
Now, you're saying there was a...
That's the push rod from a 1.3 BMC. Where is it?
Yeah. You're saying there was low compression also, you're thinking too, right?
This is a 1.8 Sunbeam push rod.
Yeah, we're gonna bend these so bad.
If I was racing one of these, I'd do something different with that.
Yeah.
Okay, back to this. Let's get this apart.
Okay, so I guess they didn't want to remove the head, right? To get the rod replaced.
You think they just put the work on the whole thing upside down and left the head on?
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, why wouldn't someone change the rod if they already have the top off as well?
Well, you had this out. It spun. Or you think they just took the pan off it? And
yeah, on the car. They didn't take the head off, nothing. They just...
You can't take the pan off in the car.
You can't? There's no room?
Maybe you can. Maybe you can.
That's why it was all...
But where do you get the new crank?
Yeah.
You know, if this spun, that crank would be a mess. So, nice idea, but I'm probably not. I don't know.
You need to find out what happened.
Okay, we got it. Now, see how this one is?
Yeah.
That's the insert. It goes in here. Notice this notch. That notch goes in this little groove right here. Okay? Why do they have that? Because the idea is that this thing stays put. And the crankshaft rotates inside it. But if you lose your oil pressure, then this gets so hot that this will weld to the crankshaft and overcome this notch, and then these start spinning with the crank.
Mm-hmm.
That's called spinning a rod bearing.
And metal to metal spinning is a big no-no.
Well, once a rod bearing spins, something blows up unless you park it immediately.
That's when I would just like fully sand it and just see what gives.
Yeah. Now, see, that should never be like that. It doesn't fit.
Yeah.
Okay, this is something to learn. All engines are that way. This notch goes on the same side. It doesn't go like this. It goes like that. Okay, and I'm not going to force it on those bent bolts again. Now, the other thing that happens is these are specific to a cylinder.
They're numbered?
Okay, this one has got a 4 on it.
Nothing there.
Here we are,
2 and
2 and 2.
Yeah.
See, so this must be, but who knows? Maybe they went and got some rod that
out of a random engine that was
From-
blown.
Who knows what happened, but it's a mess. None of this can be used. Now the other thing is that we've got a certain amount of ridge. If you look down in, you can sort of see it. See how there's a ridge at the top?
Yeah, that is a fork. It's just not properly stamped.
Yeah, that's what I think. See the ridge? It's fairly bad.
Oh yeah.
See, it's how shiny. That's why there's no compression. And it may be got badly overheated. And I don't know. These rings are mighty wimpy.
Oh wow. Little oil pump here.
See the way they work?
Yeah.
Just like that. It's like any oil pump, but miniaturized.
Yeah.
It goes right on the back of the camshaft, just like that.
Yeah.
It's actually kind of neat design that way. No big drive or nothing.
Yeah.
I like that part of it. The last thing I will mention is this is the first time I've ever taken an engine apart with no timing chain tensioner. Nothing.
It was missing, or there was just not one at all? Not supposed to be one.
I can't see that there is one.
Wow. Okay.
You put the timing chain in and
Oh.
it just gets looser and flappier over time.
Yeah.
And it was good and loose, so we're probably going to need a timing gear set.
Okay.
This see if you look at this closely. See how some of them look wider than others because it's worn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you I'll show you how you know how to tell if a timing chain's worn out. Any chain for that matter. If it'll do that,
Got.
that's the wear.
Okay. That's a good trick to know.
Yeah, that's
I usually just have a new one.
And you could
I
look and
just
say,
have
well,
it
you know,
compared.
maybe it's not terrible. Actually, it is. It's supposed to
Well,
be.
if
It's
this was
supposed to be just like that.
If it was on a bicycle, it might be okay.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's it. If you were, and even on this, it would be okay if you were tensioning it.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
pushing in.
Yeah. Yeah.
But this doesn't have that.
Yeah. All right. So I'm guessing they probably have a kit available that we can buy for timing.
A what?
A timing kit.
Oh yeah.
Or just
Oh,
replace,
yeah, we
yeah.
can buy a timing kit for
Alright.
sure.
Cool.
And that won't be that much. We got to decide. The biggest problem we have, we have two problems right now. We don't have a decent exhaust manifold, but
I wrote that guy and never replied to me.
good shape. The cylinder head.
Very good. The valves look good.
Yeah, they do. See, I like it because it's got these. That's the original plugs, I believe. I think this may have been a plugged head from the beginning.
What's the purpose of the plugs?
Well, see that? It's a fresh air injection emissions thing.
Yeah. Okay.
This looks good. It's not burnt through any of these, and I cleaned this off good here and looked at it real close. It's not cracked.
Nice.
See, there's two exhaust valves together in the middle,
Yeah.
like a Chevy head.
Yeah.
So if it's going to crack, it's right across there because
Yeah.
all this
yeah.
heat.
That makes sense.
Yeah. See, that's why a Ford guys will say Fords are better, because this pattern
Yeah.
repeats
Yeah.
4 times on a Ford. So you don't have this.
So this is the hot point on
Yeah,
this one.
you don't have that on a Ford.
The things I don't know.
Do Ford heads last longer than Chevy heads? No, actually they don't. So, but anyway,
Fords are better.
who knows?
Cars that don't break are better, which doesn't exist.
The big advantage here is you only need 3.
Yeah.
On a Ford, you have to have 4.
How does this one get tightened down? Some clamp?
Yeah, see, these two are independent of the intake manifold, but the intake manifold's got 4 bolts
Oh, okay.
going on there, and it
I see.
catches these.
Yeah, because I was looking at the picture on that Craigslist ad. I was like, I don't see any holes there. So.
Yeah, well, that's because the hole is here,
Yeah,
catching this and the intake.
I got you. Interesting.
Okay, that's it on Engine World. Let's plan later today. Do you hear?
To put the other one on?
Swap this around. And
Okay.
we'll stick that pan back on with a couple of bolts and put it over here,
All right.
and then mount the other one up and
Yes.
do some disassembly if we get to it. I don't know.
Cool.
Whatever.
Well, let's take care of the shock situation. So suspension on the driver's side. Passenger side is good. Driver side, no good. Fix.
What you doing, man?
You got a big ratchet?
Yeah.
Now, did you take 2 of the sleeves and try them in the gap just
I didn't.
for fun? Here's one.
Oh yeah, they fit. Because the sleeves are actually in there.
Yeah.
They're
You
deep.
see,
They're
the
deep.
rubber orange thing's supposed to be down to the sleeve, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I took the bolt and I ran it down and it was compressed, but then it puffed
and then
back out.
It went right back,
But
yeah.
It's gonna be fun, but I guess I'll have to like wiggle it with a screwdriver. And...
Yeah, that's basically what I'm thinking.
First drive. Turn all the way left. First drive, Chaz. You wanna hop in? This thing rolls so easy. We're gonna have to back up.
You need a break?
No, you got it.
Got it? Let's back up some. Alright.
Making all kinds of noise with that tin.
Yeah. This rolls so easy.
Which way are we
I'm
going?
not even pushing
To the
it.
right.
Drift it.
That's probably good right there, huh?
This thing looks smaller outside.
Turn the wheels back a little straighter.
Straighten the wheel.
How about that?